The wheel of time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again. In one age, called the Third Age by some, an age yet to come, an age long past, a wind rose among brown thicketed hills in Naean. The wind was not the beginning. There are neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the wheel of time. But it was a beginning. Westward the wind blew over abandoned villages and farms, many only jumbles of charred timber. War had racked Naean, war and civil war, invasion and chaos, and even now that it was done, insofar as it was done, only a handful began to trickle back to their homes. The wind held no moisture, and the sun tried to sear away what little remained in the land. Where the small town of Naean faced larger Arangil, across the river Eranin, the wind crossed into Andor. Both towns baked, and if more prayers for rain rose in Arangil, where refugees from Naean jammed inside the walls like fish in a cask, even the soldiers packed around Naean offered up words to the Creator, sometimes drunkenly, sometimes fervently. Winter should have been beginning to send out tendrils, the first snows long past, and those who sweated feared the reason it was not so, though few dared voice those fears. Westward the wind blew, stirring drought-shriveled leaves on the trees, riffling the surface of shrinking streams bordered in hard-baked mud. There were no burned-out ruins in Andor, but villagers eyed the swollen sun nervously, and farmers tried not to look at fields that had produced no fall crops. Westward until the wind passed across Camelin, lifting two banners above the royal palace in the heart of the Ogier-built inner city. One banner floated red as blood, upon it a disk divided by a sinuous line, half white, half black, as deep as the white was brilliant. The other banner slashed snow-white across the sky. The figure on it, like some strange golden-maned four-legged serpent, sun-eyed and scaled scarlet and gold, seemed to ride on the wind. It was a close question which of the two caused more fear. Sometimes the same breast that held fear held hope. Hope of salvation and fear of destruction, from the same source. Many said Camelin was the second most beautiful city in the world, and not only Andorans, who often named it first, overranking Tar Valon itself. Tall, round towers marched along the great outer wall of gray stone, streaked silver and white, and within rose even taller towers, and domes of white and gold gleaming in the pitiless sun. The city climbed over hills to its center, the ancient inner city, encircled by its own shining white wall, containing its own towers and domes, purple and white and gold, and glittering tile mosaics that looked down on the new city, well under 2,000 years old. As the inner city was the heart of Camelin, and more than merely by being its center, the royal palace was the heart of the inner city, a gleeman's tale of snowy spires and golden domes and stonework like lace, a heart that beat in the shadow of those two banners. Stripped to the waist and balanced easily on the balls of his feet, at the moment Rand was no more aware that he was in a white-tiled courtyard of the palace than he was of the onlookers among the surrounding colonnades.